Hello everybody and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be remaking Dream Skin, and this is maybe a series I want to do. I don't know if I want to make multiple of these videos, but I think I do, and it depends on how it gets received on YouTube, where I just remake some famous Minecraft YouTuber skins, and today that is Dream. And I'm going to be doing this in the skin index, which has a really nice skin editor. And I have some pictures ready in Photoshop from which I can really easily take some colors by just using the pencil tool to take a color and then copy this color code, or I don't know how it's called. And when you post in here, it gives you the exact color. And that I'm going to be using that to try and recreate Dream's skin. So let's try it now. I'm going to be doing it in a time lapse. So make sure you grab some snacks and enjoy the video. First I started with his mask, which is pretty basic because it is just white and black. And I took a little bit of a bluish grayish color for the shading on the mask. So it would have a little bit, it won't just be white because that would be boring. Next I filled up some of the sides of his face with green for his hoodie, and I do that on the second layer and carve out some of the parts on the edges so it looks a little bit more rounded and it isn't just a cube and it looks like an actual hoodie. Next I start with his sweater, which I just made green because it is the easiest, and attach little strings on it, which sweater normally have. And I tried to make a pickaxe on his back, but I couldn't figure out how to do it with this limited pixels, because you only have like 8 in width to work with or something, and that isn't enough for me to make a good looking pixel art. So eventually I just gave up on that and started with the arms, which I also just made green like almost everything. And I added some, on the second layer I added some gloves on his hands so they won't just be green, because on most of the fan art you can actually see he's wearing or something on his hands, sometimes not. But after his arms I just made like a rope on his back, something to not just have a green back, because that would also just be very boring. And then I figured out that his head was the wrong way around, so I remade his head on the right side, because it wasn't the back side of his head, and that's kind of my fault, and that took like a few minutes to do, so it wasn't too big of a mess up. It was just annoying, so I remade the face, maybe just a little bit different, and right now I think it's just looking fine. It isn't really coming together yet, but next I decided to go for the legs, which I decided not to make green, because in most of the fan art it's just black pants or something, and I didn't really know what to do, so I just ended like ankle bracelets and a belt for him. And that's actually just everything I did, because after that I thought it looked fine, so that's where I stuck with, and I thought it looked good, so let's test it out on Minecraft. Alright, so I'm done and it looks pretty good for my first actual self-made skin. So let's just put it on real quick. I already opened Minecraft and I haven't downloaded it yet, so let's just download it real quick. And you can just double tap it. And it looks pretty good right here. Let's give it a name, Dream. And I thought it would kind of look terrible, but I kind of like it right now, because it's a very basic skin. And like if you look at other people's skin, like the top skins on the skin index, most of them have like very differentiating colors, and just like this Hawk Rider skin, it doesn't have one color for a part of the body. It just switches between colors that's like almost the same. But this skin, I kind of tried to give it a little bit more of a cartoony look, because first of all I thought it would look kind of more like a happy place. It would look happier. It would look more like a cartoon thing. and because I'm just not good enough to give it that kind of detail. But right now, for how much time I spent on it, which was about like 25 minutes, which isn't a lot of time, and how it looks, it's actually pretty good for my first skin. I'm not going to lie, it's just the colors are very basics, but none of it actually is bad. I like the color of the gloves. I'm happy I chose orange for that. And I just like the overall color scheme and how it's put together. It isn't a very complicated one, but I really enjoy it. So I also hope you really enjoyed, because that's also one reason I made this video, just to try something new. And I think I want to do this again, but I'm not sure yet. So let's first see if this video is actually does well on YouTube. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to tell me what you think about the skin in the comments. I don't know how to put this up for download, so I'm afraid I can't make this downloadable. But I hope you enjoyed this video, so make sure to check in next time to like and subscribe, and bye.